Today I'm going to conduct an speaking mock test in the middle of a green field. The test is going to be a bit different because we have two candidates instead of one. And I'm going to ask them exactly the same question. But whoever raises the hand first get the opportunity to answer it. And he or she can get an extra bonus point. However, if any of them copies or replicates the answer, gets a minus point. Let's start the speaking challenge. Are you ready, Fatin and Anika?
Yes.
In the first part of the test, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. So let's get started. My first question is, do you take an interest in nature? Fatin, yes, please, you start.
Yeah, I do take interest in nature because I think that it enhances our skills and it brings out the best of us when we are just looking into the abyss. So that's what I think.
Okay, so it's your turn, Anika.
Yeah. So yes, like Fatin, I as well do take interest in nature because nature is something that we can learn from. Nature is something that inspires us to invent new things. Whatever inventions we have till this day, I think those were inspired by different sort of elements of the nature.
Okay, thank you. My second question is, what is the climate like in your country? Okay, Anika.
Okay, so I live in Bangladesh and this is in the Southeast Asia. So the climate of Bangladesh is hot and humid. Bangladesh has mainly 6 seasons, but 3 of them are more dominant. So there is like summer most of the time, and then it rains for about 3 months, and then there is the winter, which is pretty short. That is like a month or 2.
Okay, it's your turn.
Well, coming from a South Asian country, all I can say about my country is that for right now, we can experience only 2 seasons mostly because it's summer and winter. The rain just comes and goes, so it's not certain. But other than that, the climate is, yeah, it's humid, but the thing is it's mostly dry as well. Droughtlines and cyclones and all, so it's a whole abyss of the climate.
Next question. Is the weather the same in all parts of your country? Okay, it's your turn, Fatin.
The weather is actually not same every single place, but yes, most of the cases, almost I can say 80% of the places we have in our country, 80% of the areas have the same weather because the geographical location is very small and the area is very short as well. That's why.
Okay, now you can answer.
On this question, I would have to agree with Fatin. So for the most of the areas, we do experience similar weather. However, there are slight differences. For example, the northern part gets colder. The northern part is also drier comparatively. It rains a lot in the eastern part, and then there's the southern part, which is a bit more hotter, I would say.
My next question is, what is the best weather for traveling in your country?
To visit my country, I would say in time of Bangladesh, I would say that according to the geographical locations, according to my opinion, I would say summer because the fruits will taste a little bit sweeter and the places would look a little more greener. And yeah, you can get a lot of options open to, like visit different places.
Okay, Anika, now it's your turn.
Yeah. On this question, I would disagree with Fatin, and I would say that winter is the best time to travel in Bangladesh. Also, it is a very popular time to travel in Bangladesh as well. And the reason I think is because it's more comfortable to walk around outside and spend time in the nature outside. And also, like there are fruits in the summer. I think there's a lot of different kinds of traditional food in the winter as well. For example, bhapa pitha or chitui pitha and things like that. So I would say winter is the best season.
Okay. Are there any problems with the climate in your country? Okay, Anika is first. So would you please start, Anika?
Yeah. I think yes. In recent times, the climate problems regarding the climate are increasing day by day. I think there's a lot of flood problems in our country, and every year a lot of people lose their lives and their lands to the flood. And there's also a drought sometimes, and it gets difficult for the farmers to grow crops.
Okay. Would you please?
Yeah, well, in this case, I would like to agree with her as well because of the climate change, there are a lot of problems in our personal life as well. But I would like to talk about the government sector or the business sector as well because it causes a huge impact on the business, the turnover every single day, the amount of import and export. They're just getting a drastic low income right now because of the climate change.
So this is the end of the part 1. So let's move on to part 2. Here you have to describe a place near water. Remember, you have 1 minute to think about it. You can take notes if you wish. Your preparation time starts now. So it's your turn, and would you please start now?
All right. So the topic is a place near water. Being a Bangladeshi, the first thing that comes to my mind is Cox's Bazar. And I think Cox's Bazar would be my favorite place to visit in Bangladesh because it is so serene and it is also easy to get there. There are several ways to get to Cox's Bazar. For example, you can fly by the plane, you can take a train now, which just inaugurated recently, and you can also take a bus to get there. And after getting to Cox's Bazar, you can like book a hotel, or if you have relatives, you can stay there as well. And then I think, well, for me, I don't go to Cox's Bazar that often. I think it would be like once in 3 years or something like that. There are several things you can do in Cox's Bazar. For example, you can lay by the beach and enjoy the time, spend some lazy time. You can enjoy your stay in the hotel, or you can go to different places for hiking as well. Oh, there's also another thing that is very appealing to the foodies. They like to try different kinds of seafoods. There are amazing seafoods in Cox's Bazar because it is like near the sea, of course. And also from Cox's Bazar you can go to Saint Martin, which is a island in the middle of the Bay of Bengal, and in there you can go there by a ship. And then after you go there, like there are a lot of activities there as well. Like you can enjoy the nature, you can enjoy a good coconut there. It is very popular for their coconuts. And the reason I like these places is because since we live very busy lives these days, you know, there are a lot of distractions all around, and we're constantly on our phones a lot. And I think it is good to take a break from our regular lives and from this robotic life that we lead, and to go near the nature.
Okay, thank you, Anika. Your time is up. Would you please start now?
So if I have to talk about a place that I love that is beside the water, then I have to specifically talk about my grandfather's place, because actually it's not a place, it's a belonging, and I feel that I belong there because usually I don't visit that much, that only 2 or 3 times in a year, but it's specifically close to my heart because of 2 reasons. The first thing is I never got to see him that much, but the place he built, it's used to call the Paradiseville. That place is still named as the Paradiseville, because it has a variation of flowers and a variation of fruits, and usually you cannot see that every single place right now. But he just grasped all the, like 12 types of varieties of fruits and flowers in one single place, and he built all those from scratch, from ground, all himself. When he thought that, yeah, I'm established enough, I can build something that I can, go there and feel that, yes, there's nothing but silence. So that place gives me that silence to think and to just feel that, yes, this is my time. And well, if I go about talking around the visit or how you can visit that place, will be by ship, or you can also cross the Padma Bridge, because it's located in Faridpur, Shipchar specifically. That is my grandfather's house, and till this date that place is my favorite if I have to talk about any place that belongs to the water, because right at the edge of the garden I can see the lake, I can see the fish there. So their life and their everything surrounding that's like one ecosystem. So that's ecosystem I can belong. Yeah, that ecosystem is kind of something that I can relate to my life as well. So that is one place that I can never forget.